And so first and foremost, welcome to the Parkinson's Foundation's Mindfulness Mondays. This is our Mindful Parkinson's community. We'll begin in just a moment with the formal practice. For those of you who are just joining, it might be new to you to recognize that you have been placed on mute. You'll be on mute for the duration of today's program. Just helps us stream nice and clear the content that we'll be covering for today's session. If you want to communicate with your Mindful Parkinson's community, we do use the chat. You'll see people write in it all the time. So please feel free to communicate with your Mindful Parkinson's community through the chat. You can choose to be on camera or not. I love seeing everybody, and we have set it up in this way so that we can see your face during meditation and so that we can see our Parkinson's community across the nation and across seas. So please join us on camera if it's accessible. And always being mindful, pun intended, of what your camera is pointing at. And of course, I'd like to share, if you know of someone who may not have a computer but might find this program useful, you can share that we do have a call-in option. A Parkinson's Foundation staff member could call them at the time of the program, and they'll be able to hear our speakers over the phone. So more detailed instructions about the call-in option can be found after registering for the program. So just to introduce myself, my name is Crista Ellis. I'm the Community Programs Manager with the Florida and Gulf Coast chapters of the Parkinson's Foundation. When I'm not advocating for people with Parkinson's disease, I am a yoga teacher and a certified meditation teacher as well. So that's what brings me here to you guys today. I'm tuning in from Tampa, Florida, on the west coast of Florida. So feel free to type in the chat and let your mindful community know where you guys are joining us from today. The Parkinson's Foundation hosts virtual events each Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of the week. To learn more and to register, please visit parkinson.org/pdhealth. PD Health at Home is presented by the Light of Day Foundation, whose generosity has made this programming possible. I'd like to thank the Light of Day Foundation for their tremendous support. The Parkinson's Foundation provides families with free resources, including our website, parkinson.org, educational books, webinars, podcasts, a hospitalization kit, and our toll-free helpline, 1-800-4PD-INFO, which is staffed by Parkinson's specialists. Our helpline is also bilingual, English and Spanish, so please feel free, do not hesitate to reach out to our helpline. The diagnosis of Parkinson's disease can be overwhelming. If you or a loved one has been recently diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, join us this Wednesday for a program to learn about resources and tools to help you live well with Parkinson's. This program will also help you understand the physical and emotional impact of Parkinson's on the individual and the family. You can learn more and register for this Wellness Wednesdays event for those who are newly diagnosed at parkinson.org/pdhealth. Next week and each third Monday of the month, we will be offering mindful meditation in Spanish. So please share with your Spanish-speaking friends and family to join us for this special session, connecting our Spanish Parkinson's communities to mindfulness. To continue your practice in English, commit to your practice next Monday, same time, and tune into one of our past events by visiting that webpage, parkinson.org/pdhealth, and choose View Past Events. Or you can go to our YouTube channel and find the Parkinson's Foundation's video channel, and you can see all of our archived recorded Mindful Monday sessions. And I'm so excited to announce a special event for our nation's veterans. The VA estimates that 110,000 veterans have Parkinson's disease. For some veterans, developing PD can be associated with exposure to Agent Orange or other herbicides during military service. Join us as we learn more about the latest treatment advances from Parkinson's experts and hear from veterans who are now living with Parkinson's disease. We will explore a plethora of resources and support services that veterans have access to through the VA and the Parkinson's Foundation. This program is open to people with Parkinson's, their family, friends, and the community, and there is no charge to attend. But registration is required, so please register online at parkinson.org. /SE vets. And Jennifer's going to drop that link in the chat for you guys. That's parkinson.org /SE vets. Or you can call my colleague Annie at 770-450-0792. And if none of that hits and resonates, you can always call our helpline, 1-800-4PD-INFO. Okay. I'm just going to take a deep breath. That was a lot to run through, guys. So today we're going to be talking about gratitude. And I wanted to start with a little story, a story that I found online, written by this blogger. The blog is called The Tapping Solution, and his name is Nick Ortner. So I'd just like to give him credit for the story I'm about to share with you guys. So the story begins with a blind boy sitting on the steps of a building with a hat by his feet. And he held up a sign which read, "I am blind, please help." There were only a few coins in the hat, spare change from folks as they hurried past. And a man walked by. He took a few coins from his pocket and dropped them into the little boy's hat. And then he took the sign, turned it around, and wrote some words. Then he put the sign back in the boy's hand so that everyone who walked by would see the new words. Soon the hat began to fill up. A lot more people were giving money to the blind boy. That afternoon, the man who had changed the sign returned to see how things were going. And the boy recognized his footsteps and asked, "Were you the one who changed my sign this morning? And what did you write?" And that man said, "I only wrote the truth. I said what you said, but in a different way. I wrote, 'Today is a beautiful day, but I cannot see it.'" Both of these signs spoke this little boy's truth, but the first sign simply said the boy was blind, while the second sign conveyed to everyone walking by how grateful they should be to see. When your life seems full of troubles, it seems difficult to maintain an attitude of gratitude, doesn't it? Yeah. All we see are our problems, kind of like a blackened storm cloud casting a dark shadow over our lives, kind of like this COVID-19, right? And the times when everything just seems to be going smoothly, we often take these precious moments for granted too, don't we? Caught up in the bliss, the comfort, familiarity of it all, we can simply forget to be thankful. So what then is gratitude? Simply put, gratitude is a habit. It is a way of looking at the world and all the good things in it with a feeling of appreciation, warmth, regardless of whether or not your current situation is ideal. So a lot of us aren't currently living in that ideal state because of the wake of COVID, right? So gratitude is a heart-centered approach at being at peace with yourself and with all that you have, versus looking at what you don't have and recognizing the difference there, appreciating what you have. When you practice this feeling of gratitude, it can attract even more things in your life for which to be grateful for. And a lot of us yogis or meditation teachers call this manifestation. It's something that we can get into another time. But when you feel gratitude, it has this way of kind of trickling in every little bit of life that you share. So today we're going to try a little practice of gratitude. And you guys have your pen and paper, or if you don't, you can use the chat. Hi, I'm just opening my chat. Hi there. You can use the chat, but what we're going to do on the top of your paper, and I'm going to do it with you guys. Let me get my paper here. The top of your paper or in the chat, you can just write, "I am grateful for." I've been practicing this with my yoga students, and immediately we jump to very, very large, big ideas, right? An even bigger challenge in the practice of gratitude is getting specific. So we want to say, "I am grateful for my family. I am grateful for my health. What I'm going to challenge you guys to do today is to specify what you're grateful for about family, what you're grateful for about your health. I'll even challenge you to write something you're grateful for in your journey with Parkinson's. Seeing a lot of blank stares, like, what did she just say? I'm writing something grateful about my Parkinson's disease. But really, we've seen at the foundation so many silver linings with this COVID-19, being able to connect with so many new people living with Parkinson's disease and offering our resources to just a whole new community, including this mindful community. So taking just a few moments to think about what you're grateful for today. And the added challenge is to specify. So last night I shared with my yoga students that I am grateful for the sunshine. And I gave them the example. So many times in the yoga practice, we pay tribute to the moon. We think about the cycles of the moon and the cycles of energy around the moon. And we fail to kind of recognize the sun, especially because we are daytime mammals. And so I started thinking, well, why am I so grateful for the sun? And I started writing, the sun makes me happy, it makes me feel good, makes my skin clear, it's warm, just getting really specific. Oh. So we'll just take another minute to write a couple of things of gratitude that you guys are feeling. And if you feel comfortable with sharing with the group, I'll invite you to write it in the chat. We have a couple of people writing in the chat. Mr. Philpott, thank you for your service. And Jane writes to us, we live in the perfection of each moment as it is. We're exactly where we are and doing exactly what we're supposed to be doing at this time. Absolutely. Betty says, I conquer being at peace with oneself. Oftentimes, we are our own worst critics. Absolutely. Betty, thank you. And Sally says, Parkinson's disease can make us more patient with ourselves. And I can see that that's a conflicting statement for many of us, but I have seen it first-handedly, especially with care partners and families who are living with people with Parkinson's, how their patience evolves as their spouse or family member progresses through Parkinson's disease. But absolutely, patience is key in this disease, right? Joe, absolutely. He says, I am grateful for learning that there are things I can do to slow the progression of this disease. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thanks, Francine. Yes, Maureen, beautiful. I love how you got specific. So Maureen writes, I am grateful for my grandchildren to bring smiles to our faces. Thank you for that. Yes, and Sharon, absolutely. Oh, thanks, Karen. I am grateful for the snow. We need the moisture as we are in a severe drought. Good, Joan. Yes. So thank you so much for really, this is just beautiful. So take just a few moments to read through the chat. And maybe we'll pause the recording at the end, Jennifer, as we close, and we can kind of share with the group a little bit more about what everyone's writing. But for now, I'd like to begin our formal gratitude practice. So in meditation, we have this connotation of taking a meditative seat, when really you take something that's comfortable for your body. So you can be lying down can be seated in a chair, on the sofa, in the kitchen, outside, on the ground, even if that feels comfortable. But I always like to encourage, wherever you are, just feel supported, either by the back of the chair, the sofa, the bed, bottom of the feet are supported in some way, either resting, propped up on the bed, or firmly flat on the ground. As we begin our practice, you just let the sense of gratitude come to you naturally. So don't try, don't force it, and just let it sink in when you do feel that warm feeling, warm fuzzy feeling. Surrender to it. And if you don't feel that, that's perfectly okay. So we'll find your seat, whatever that looks like in your body. And if you feel comfortable enough, you can gently bring the eyes closed. I'm not going anywhere. We're not doing anything different. We're all still here. And we'll first begin by connecting to your breath. We walk through our days so quickly or on autopilot that we forget that we're breathing. So in these few moments, take time to receive that inhale and then give it back. Take a few more. And as you inhale and as you exhale, recognize this relationship of receiving and giving back. And then start to be aware of your heart. It might even help to place a hand over the heart. And just feel this connection, this heartbeat, this pulse. And let that connection fill you with love and compassion and peace. And then offer that same connection, that same peace, that same compassion back to your mindful Parkinson's community here today. Bring your awareness now to your eyes that let you see color, faces, smiles, nature, the sunrise, the sunset, the rainbow, the moon and the stars, yourself in the mirror. And bringing awareness to your eyes and all that they offer you. Now we'll shift that same awareness to your ears. And taking in all the sounds that surround you. All the things that you can hear. Music, laughter, the voices of those you love. Even the silence. The beautiful sounds of life. And your awareness to your ears and all the sounds that you can hear. Now we'll shift your awareness to your nose. And just recognizing the smells that you might be able to pick up on here. So for me, I smell a candle burning of pomegranate. You might be able to smell the aroma of sweet perfume or perhaps cologne, flowers, trees, freshly cut grass, and the wafting smells that come from the kitchen, like baked cookies or bacon. The smell of freshly cut roses or flowers. All the things that you're able to smell. Maybe at this point in your journey of Parkinson's, not able to smell. Allowing that awareness to rest right at the nose. Now bring your awareness to your lips and your mouth. Notice if you can relax the muscles around your mouth and in your mouth, relaxing the jaw. Feeling appreciation for all the things that you can taste, savory and sweet, sour, salty, refreshing and cool, nourishing. Kisses of the lips and the tone of your speech, whispers, and the songs. Now bring a hand awareness to your hands, whether they're still placed on the heart or perhaps in the lap. And just acknowledging and feeling this warmth and appreciation for being able to hold and touch. A gentle caress, an open and close of the hands. Being able to applaud and squeeze. Awareness of your tremor, an acceptance of a tremor. Arms and shoulders that carry and hug and lift and stretch. And coming down to the feet, your toes, giving them a little wiggle. Acknowledging that this is your mode of transportation, your walk, your run, your dance, your kick, your fold, your shuffle. It's all yours. And what about your tears, the sorrows, the strength that you've cultivated over these years? And bringing this awareness now to the abundance in your life, your expansion, evolution, perspective, the flow of empathy, of love and light, your ability to see growth and potential in every moment. And just taking a few moments here in this warmth of gratitude, gratefulness. All the things that we're able to do, that we've accomplished, all the things that we have. And taking a deep breath in, opening the mouth and letting it go. And we'll take another deep breath in and let it go. Maybe opening the eyes. And just taking a moment to shrug the shoulders, tilt the head. Just take some small movements to reawaken the body. Mm. So gratitude can be very difficult practice to maintain and to cultivate. And for me, when I first started, it was very challenging to get specific with what I felt grateful for. And so my mentor told me, and I've shared this with you guys before, is to start a gratitude journal. And research indicates when you have a consistent gratitude practice that it supports your immune system, which we could all use more now than ever, right? It improves your sense of empathy and connection to community. So feeling that connection to community is so unbelievably important right now than ever before. So each night when I lay my head down, if I'm not writing it down, I'm thinking about it. I'm making a mental note or an actual physical note in my journal beside the bed of what I was grateful for today. And then I smile. Yeah, there they are. So just thinking about what you're grateful for today and what you've wrote down and seeing if you can bring that to your practice throughout the week. And just knowing that I'm grateful for each of you joining today. And I'm grateful for our journey together through mindfulness and our journey through Parkinson's. Shane, I believe, can you repeat where you found the blind story? Yes, so it's a blog called The Tapping Solution. The Tapping Solution. And the author, his name is Nick Ortner, O-R-T-N-E-R. And the title was A Story of Gratitude. Do we like story time? I like stories because it just helps me kind of apply a certain practice in a new way. So just a reminder, next Monday is Spanish Mindfulness Monday. So the live event will be streamed in Spanish. If you'd like to continue, and I encourage you to continue, commit to every Monday morning, whatever time it is for you now, find a practice on our YouTube channel or on the parkinson.org/PD Health channel. Choose a meditation to practice with. And then we'll meet again live in English on March 29th. Right now, my colleague and I are rolling through a new curriculum for you guys for Q2. And I hope that you guys really enjoy it and resonate. We're going to be doing some different things next quarter. So we're definitely doing some body scans. And I know that we got some conflicted reviews about the body scans, but body scans can be very beneficial to Parkinson's disease. And no matter how challenging they might be for you, I would encourage you to try and stick around for the body scans. We're going to be working with mantras. And then I have another one that I'm playing with. I think we'll do some breath awareness. I think that could be really beneficial for our Parkinson's community. Sound good? Okay, good. All right. I'm so grateful for each of you. Don't forget to tune in on March 29th, okay? And I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks.